Surprise! We are reserving Tengbu for the Investor Day, so you won't see him in the studio today. I'm taking over for this week. My name is Man Lin. I'm the Deputy Group CEO of Capital Dynamics and one of the fund managers here. In last week's video, Tengbu talked about his trip to Europe. I was there with him. In this week's video, I'd like to share with you what it is like to do research globally and what it is like to be Tengbu's assistant on a global research trip. How global research is done at Capital Dynamics, others might be content reading brokers' reports or browsing the Bloomberg's terminal, but at Capital Dynamics, we strongly believe in doing on-the-ground research, kicking the tires. For us, this is the very foundation of our research process. Our conviction is built by looking a management team in the eye, walking the production line, and understanding the business from the ground up. We believe that to truly understand a business or a company, you have to see it in person. Like they say, seeing is believing. We invest in listed companies globally. So in my case, I've joined Tengbu on many research trips, including to the US, China, Switzerland, Germany, Australia, Indonesia, Thailand, and the list goes on. I have, for example, visited Tesla in California, attended Alibaba's Investor Day in Hangzhou, visited the Volkswagen plant in Wolfsburg, Germany, and more. During the course of my interaction with people, they are very curious how we conduct global research. How did we come across the not so well-known listed companies? How did we manage to get the appointments in the first place? So in this trip, the recent trip to Europe, in London, that was our first stop. We landed in the morning around 7 a.m. London time. And in the afternoon on the same day, we attended the annual flagship forum hosted by a UK listed company. The listed company is a unique player, act as a bridge between groundbreaking academic research and the commercial market. They essentially partner with top-tier universities like Oxford, Cambridge, and so on to fund and grow startups based on the university-owned intellectual property. The forum was like a mini investor day. It was a showcase of cutting-edge technologies from their portfolio companies. So I had the chance to see everything from quantum computing to genomics to novel semiconductor devices. It was a powerful display of deep tech innovation. And then we also went to Stockholm for research purposes, not for sightseeing. Unknown to many people, Sweden has many global brands across industries. You have the well-known Volvo, IKEA, and in the retail fashion side, there's COS, and Acne Studio, besides the outdoor clothing brands. Stockholm has quite a number of listed companies unknown to many people, and many of them are actually global in nature. So on this trip, we met with 2 listed companies in Stockholm. One is a company that has innovative technologies in climate control. So their solution is used in industry from data centers to food production. And we also saw another company, which is a software group that acquires and grows niche vertical specific software businesses. Their focus is in the engineering and architectural applications. From Stockholm, we went to Munich. While everyone knows Infineon, we went to Munich to analyze a more focused player. This is a listed semiconductor equipment company, a fraction of the size of Infineon. So this company that we saw, they are equipment and solution provider for the semiconductor industry, but they have carved out a brilliant niche. So they focus on the critical front and back end processes, which are becoming more important in the advanced chips segment. What else happened on the trip, you may wonder, because people might think that these trips are glamorous, but let me give you the real picture. Sure, the destinations sound incredible, but we are researchers, we are not tourists, so this time we are fortunate that we had a short weekend in Stockholm. We managed to walk around Stockholm a bit, but the rest of the time, we were either trying to stay awake or having Zoom meetings with the team in KL for the upcoming Investor Day, or reading and preparing for the meetings ahead. For this trip, we also had to stop by Liverpool University as Tengbu was invited to give a talk there. And if you haven't noticed, throughout the trip, I had to be the photographer, the videographer, and also the content creator. And now, because our offices are spread across KL, Singapore, Hong Kong, Sydney, Shanghai, and even the newest addition, Bandung, the workday never really ends. The rhythm is non-stop, readings, meetings, plus regular work deadlines. So you learn to work and rest from anywhere, whether it's the airport lounge, airplane, train, or hotel room. Survival tips. There was no time for jet lag. There's no more body clock. You rest whenever you can. You work wherever you can. Of course, it is exhausting, but it is fun and exciting as there's no 2 days of the same. You get to learn as like a sponge. You meet interesting companies. You make new friends. You see the world. And the best part is you get paid for doing all this. So over the years, I learned how to integrate work and life. I guess that's one of the survival tips for such trips. What I mean by that, on a Sunday on this trip, I read annual reports while looking at the autumn leaves while having a cup of coffee in Stockholm. So the beauty of traveling like how we do is we get out there, talk to the locals, observing, listening, and understanding the pulse of the country, what is happening to their economy, what are they concerned about in terms of political situation, and so on. Be prepared because, there's a lot of preparation and coordination work involved before these trips. Sometimes it takes up to 2-3 months to plan and then get the meetings confirmed and the flight bookings. The company we want to see may not be available or there's no suitable flight connection. We cannot fly all the way just to see one company. It is costly and it's a waste of time. Hence, our trips are always multi-purpose, not just for investment research. However, no matter how much we plan, things can still go wrong. Flights get delayed, luggage goes missing, you fall sick. So what's more important is the ability to adapt on the fly, laugh at yourselves, and find the silver lining. On this trip, for example, we had to cancel a dinner appointment in Munich because Tengbo's luggage was broken. The stores in Munich closed at 8 p.m., so we had the morning flight to catch the next day, and we had no choice but to do some last minute shopping for Tengbo's luggage right after our research meeting in Munich. We are looking for exceptional people to join us as research assistants and executive assistants to the CEO. If the experience that I've just shared, the constant learning, the pace, the surprises, sounds like your kind of challenge, then you might be who we are looking for. Email us your resume at careers@icapital.biz. This is the last video premiere before the Investor Day. The Investor Day will take place on Saturday and Sunday, 15 and 16 November, the next weekend. If you have not registered, please scan the QR code here and see you there.